Hi, I'm Justin Alexander, the man with the changing accents.
Bonjour, hello, my name's Luke. I also speak French. Do you speak French?
And today we're asking questions about logical fallacies to random people on the Highline.
That's it. Merci.
So recently, Nike decided to extend LeBron James's contract after he tweeted this. What do you think of it in general? Do you think it's acceptable in 2017, first of all, to be tweeting something like this, and second of all, for Nike to extend his contract after he tweeted something like this?
No, you can't be tweeting anything like that these days. No, completely wrong.
Yeah. Obviously, there's a big issue these days, and especially in the current political climate in the United States. Nazi sympathizers are very prominent. So, do you think that this makes LeBron James a Nazi sympathizer in general?
Not necessarily. No, he's just not thinking what he's tweeting.
Yeah.
He needs to think about it a bit more and realise you can't just say things like that.
All right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
It's not correct. I don't know is because I think you never could justify Nazis. So I'm not agree with LeBron James at all.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Have a good one.
Yeah.
There was NASA, the space agency.
Yeah.
They recently revealed that the moon is actually growing by 17.2 kilometers per hour. Which is small, but over time it will make a big impact. And Stanford scientists estimate that the moon will outgrow the Earth by 2072. So the hashtag #MoonTooBig on Twitter started trending and was retweeted by somebody who sympathizes with Nazis, a famous person, Ann Coulter. And then yesterday, Lena Dunham, the activist, she said that we should stop body shaming the moon, and that the moon is fine. Hashtag #SlayMoon. So are you team that the moon is getting too big, or are you team that we should not be concerned about the moon's size and let it be?
I think we need to send President Trump to the moon to find out about this scientific question.
Are you worried about the growing scale of the moon?
I think we can send Ann Coulter with him also.
This is what he tweeted. And a Nobel scientist, Claude von Strupen, didn't tweet, but he made a statement on the same thing. I mean, these are two very prominent.
Yeah, I know.
It's a shame.
It really is a shame.
Is he even the science guy? But we don't want to lead you guys.
Does anyone have a response to that?
I mean, I don't really have an opinion on it.
Yeah?
I don't know how you can still think the Earth is flat. The evidence out there, but
I mean, especially coming from Bill Nye. I mean,
I didn't even know.
do you think it changes the way that I guess especially teachers will look at science now? Because you've got such a reputable source, someone who's been very outspoken in the scientific community, coming out and saying, yeah, the Earth is flat. Do you have any opinion on that?
I don't think a guy who calls himself the science guy is a reputable source.
A real reputable scientist,
I'll
yeah.
take it.
No, but I mean, growing up, he had some knowledge on science and stuff. But I mean,
You're
the fact
totally
I
right.
just think he's just gone off
He
the
rubbed
rocker.
wool
very
on a balloon,
personally.
improved static for me.
Donc deux scientifiques, Bill Nye the Science Guy, un grand scientifique américain, et Claude Van Strupen, tu sais le Nobel Prize, il a gagné l'année dernière. Donc les deux disent maintenant que le monde est plat. Oui. Donc tu penses que maintenant que des scientifiques vraiment fameux disent ça, tu penses que c'est vrai, ou tu penses que l'évidence, c'est vrai ou c'est pas vrai maintenant que des scientifiques disent ça?
Je crois que le monde n'est pas plat. Je crois qu'il y a beaucoup d'évidence que le monde est rond.
Oui.
Je crois que peut-être ces scientifiques, ce qu'ils veulent, c'est être célèbre, ou plus célèbre après avoir gagné le prix Nobel.
Okay. Merci. But then Lena Dunham, the activist and self-proclaimed feminist, tweeted this. So do you think that it is in fact body shaming the moon to say that it is getting too big and could have catastrophic implications on our life? Should we be letting it be, or should we try to figure out a solution for this issue?
The moon's not sentient, if I'm not mistaken.
Indeed.
I don't think it is body shaming. If it's going to have catastrophic implications on actual human and animal lives, then I think it's justified.
I agree with him, and the moon isn't human, so it's not body shaming. The moon is the moon, and if it's going to impact the world in some way that could kill people or damage it some way, then we should try and find a solution. Body shaming. I'm sorry, but is this real? The moon? The moon.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate it. It's strange, you'll see, which is why I think it's interesting. Yeah.
Okay.
So there was an abortion clinic in California that actually specialized in dog and cat abortions for owners that hadn't gotten their pets neutered or spayed. And so, yeah, it was bashed by Mike Pence. Do you think that everything living thing should be aborted or nothing at all in that sense?
Well, I work with children and I love animals. I feel like animals don't have a choice though. Like they don't have a voice, so it's up to the humans to speak for them.
It's too deep of a question for me. I need to write a 250-page essay on that.
Abortions. I mean, we make a lot of choices for our animals, so I'd leave it up to the owner.
That's like a tricky question because I work for the Progressive Conservative Party in Ontario, so for me, I have a pretty centrist stance on it, so I'm not really supposed to like give my direct opinion, but I would say in terms, like I'm not a fan of the Trump administration whatsoever, so to them to have a decision like that kind of bothers me a little bit, but if I was going to say, like, it really depends on the circumstances, I guess. Like, I feel like in America, there's definitely the argument with Planned Parenthood, and I understand why like there's so much controversy. But I guess like for women's rights is something I'm more focused on. But obviously for animals, I think the sad thing is that they don't have that choice, right? They don't have the capacity to make that decision. So it's troubling in the sense where they don't really understand, I guess, what is happening to them, which kind of
The implication.
Yeah, exactly.
And, but then you could say the same thing about spaying and neutering in general, right? That's a
Yeah.
decision we make for the animals.
It's difficult as a girl, I guess, to do it because there's definitely a lot of different opinions you hear, especially from the guys that I work with. But it's pretty interesting, and most people are really inclusive to have like a different environment. So it's kind of like bringing that centrist opinion, I guess, to things is what makes a difference. But yeah, it's a really interesting question. Like, it's got me thinking about that. I've never actually thought about animals. I didn't even know that was a thing at all.
So he tweeted something about Nazis buying his sneakers because I guess there was some video that came out about Nazi sympathizers, and he tweeted this. So what do you think of this?
I'm skeptical that he actually tweeted that because I just looked at the news and I didn't see anything about him tweeting that.
I mean, you know, it happened. You saw the screenshot. It was recently, actually yesterday. What time was it? Like around?
I think the screenshot is like fantastic evidence. And also, you said that Nike extended his contract after that. But LeBron's had a lifetime contract with Nike for a while now. So they would have extended, that lifetime contract would have come prior to that tweet, if that tweet was yesterday. So also LeBron James has like stood up for social justice on a variety of occasions. That behavior is like very inconsistent with that tweet. So I just am skeptical that any of this is real, is really what it comes down to.
All right.
But it would be Bush League for Nike to extend someone's contract after doing something like that. Something like that. If that had happened. But knowing LeBron personally, you know, we're boys. I don't think that happened.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Perfect. Put that at the end of the video. There are allegations that you have over 5,000 pairs of shoes. What do you say about the allegations, Ben?
Bro, I only got 30.
Drooling is illegal.